Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fluent Daily English. I'm Emily, your English friend and teacher for today.
And I'm Jack. Hi, everyone. Whether you're studying, walking, cooking, or just relaxing, we're so happy you're here with us.
Today, we're going to talk about study habits, how you study, when you study, and what helps you learn better.
That's right. This is a very useful topic because learning English or any language is all about habits. Good habits help you learn faster and remember more.
Yes. So, we'll share some easy English phrases to talk about your study routine, and you'll learn how to describe what you do when you study.
And as always, we'll follow our special flow. Listen, discuss. Listen again.
So, grab your notebook, take a deep breath, and let's learn English the easy way.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy learning with us every day.
Ready? Let's start. Jack, when do you usually study? Morning, afternoon, or night?
Good question. I usually study in the morning. I feel fresh and focused after breakfast. What about you?
I like studying in the evening, after dinner. It's quiet, and I can concentrate.
Nice. So here are some simple sentences you can use to talk about when you study. I study in the morning. I study after lunch. I study at night.
Let's practice, everyone. Repeat after me slowly. I study in the morning. I study in the evening.
Great job.
Now let's add how often you study every day, 3 times a week, only on weekends, etc.
Right. Here are some examples. I study English every day. Base go stay. I study twice a week. I study on weekends.
Jack, how often do you study English?
I study a little bit every day. Even 10 or 15 minutes helps.
That's a good habit. So remember, everyone, you don't need to study for hours. A little bit every day is better than a lot once a week.
Now, let's talk about where you study.
Yes, some people study at home. Others study at a cafe or library.
Right. You can say, I study at home. I study in the library. I study in my room. I study at a cafe.
Jack, where do you like to study?
I like studying at my desk in my bedroom. It's quiet, and I have good light.
I like studying in a coffee shop. Sometimes the smell of coffee makes me feel awake.
That's nice. Everyone, think about your favorite study place. How can you describe it in English? Maybe, I study in a quiet place. Or, I study in a bright room.
Good job! Let's repeat a few phrases together. I study at home. I study in the library. I study in a quiet place.
Perfect.
Now, let's talk about how you study your study habits or study style.
Yes! Do you read, write, listen, or watch videos?
You can say, I like listening to English podcasts. I watch English videos on YouTube. I read short stories in English. I write new words in my notebook.
That's great vocabulary. Let's teach some easy verbs. Listen, read, watch, write, practice, repeat.
Exactly. And here's how to use them. I listen to English every day. I read English books. I write new words. I practice speaking with friends.
Emily, how do you like to study English?
I like listening and repeating. For example, I listen to a short sentence and say it again out loud. That helps with pronunciation.
That's a great idea. Everyone, try this. I'll say a short sentence. You repeat after me. Ready? I like studying English. I read a little every day. I practice speaking with friends.
Nice work. Repeating out loud helps your brain remember sounds and patterns. Let's talk about good study habits.
Yes, habits are small actions you do again and again.
Here are some good study habits. Study at the same time every day. Take short breaks. Review your notes. Sleep well.
Let's say them together. I study at the same time every day. I take short breaks. I review my notes. I sleep well.
Excellent! Taking breaks is important. Your brain needs rest.
Right. And when you review your notes, you remember better. Maybe before bed, read your notes for 5 minutes.
That's a great tip.
Okay, now let's talk about bad study habits.
Oh, yes. Everyone has some bad habits sometimes.
Like checking your phone too much while studying.
Or studying too late at night and feeling tired.
Here are a few examples. I study with my phone next to me. I get distracted easily. Well, I study when I'm sleepy. I don't take breaks.
We can fix those habits by doing small things. For example, put your phone in another room, study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break.
Yes, this is called the Pomodoro method. It helps you focus.
That's right. Let's practice speaking. I focus for 25 minutes. Then I take a short break.
Good job.
Now, let's review some key vocabulary from today.
Okay, repeat after us slowly.
Habit. Something you do often.
Focus. To give attention to something.
Break. A short time to rest.
Review. To look again at what you learned.
Concentrate. To focus your mind.
Excellent.
And here are some phrases we used. I study every day. I review my notes. I take a short break. I study in a quiet place.
Let's do a quick mini quiz. I'll ask and you answer. What's a good study habit?
Maybe you said, I review my notes, or I take breaks. Great.
What's a bad study habit?
You might say, I get distracted easily. Nice work. Now, let's discuss a few questions together.
You can listen first, then answer aloud in your own words.
Question 1. When do you like to study, morning, afternoon, or night?
Question 2. Where do you study? At home, in a cafe, or somewhere else?
Question 3. How do you study? Do you read, write, listen, or speak?
Good job. Speaking your answers out loud helps you practice English naturally.
Yes. Even if no one is listening, it helps your brain think in English. Now, let's listen again to a short conversation between us about our study habits.
Emily, when do you study English?
I usually study in the evening. I like the quiet.
Nice! I study in the morning because my mind is fresh.
Where do you study?
I study in my room. I have a small desk and a notebook.
Cool. I sometimes study in a coffee shop. It's a nice change.
How do you study?
I listen to podcasts and repeat the sentences.
I write new words in my notebook and review them before bed.
Those are good habits.
Yes, small habits every day make a big difference.
Now, listeners, can you describe your study habits in English? Try it. I study in the morning. I listen to English podcasts.
Good job.
Learning English is a journey. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard, but every minute counts.
Yes, even listening to this podcast today is a study habit. You're improving your listening skills.
Exactly. Be proud of yourself. Say it with me. I'm doing my best.
I'm doing my best.
Good job, everyone.
And remember, it's better to study a little every day than a lot only once a week.
Yes, just 10 or 15 minutes a day is enough to keep improving. All right, everyone, let's review what we learned today.
We talked about study habits, when, where, and how you study.
We learned useful vocabulary like habit, focus, break, review, and concentrate.
We practice phrases such as, I study every day. I take short breaks. I study in a quiet place. I review my notes.
And we talked about both good and bad study habits like checking your phone or staying up too late.
Right! Try to keep the good ones and change the bad ones. Step by step, your English will grow stronger.
Exactly. Learning English isn't about being perfect, it's about being consistent.
That's true. And now, here's our community question for you. What time of day do you like to study English?
Tell us in the comments or practice speaking your answer out loud. For example, I like to study in the evening.
We love hearing from you.
Thank you for joining us today on Fluent Daily English.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and come back tomorrow for another real English conversation.
Keep learning, keep smiling, and remember, you're doing great.
Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.